What's good, Internet? My name is attackslug, and welcome back to WWE Raw 2 on the original Xbox. After failing at No Mercy, that doesn't mean I'm done with Tajiri. But we're going to open this episode of Monday Night Raw fighting against Goldust. And so I welcome you to a fine Tuesday here on the program, fighting against the Bizarre One, as we obviously have Raw to discuss from last night, but also some other additional news happening in the world of wrestling. First and foremost, we are definitely not having Backlash in June. And originally, what happened with Backlash was that it got delayed by a couple of weeks because it was going to happen the week after the next show in Saudi, which is obviously still happening. There's a lot of money tied up in that whole bit of business, 10-year deal, etc., etc., right? So, and I had said, I'm like, you can't have a show called Backlash after your actual Backlash from doing another show in Saudi. You can't do that's those headlines write themselves. Come on now, right? So there was that. But we first heard, all right, Backlash got delayed from like the 13th to like the 23rd or something like that, right? You got pushed back a couple of weeks, but it was still called Backlash. Not anymore. Not any longer. Now Backlash has been renamed to WWE Stomping Ground. So we're going to stomp the yard or something instead of having a Backlash. And again, they're still going to get criticized for that show. Like, that's still going to happen. Come on now. But fact of the matter is, they're terrible at naming new shows. When they have shows like, say, Bash at the Beach for a June show would be perfect, and they're never going to use that because it was WCW. I don't understand why, but that's just kind of how they do things. But yeah, so that's kind of what's going on with that. And honestly, look, I'm sure it will be another case of, hey, much like Great Balls of Fire, we're going to use it once and then never again. So that would not surprise me in any capacity. But that's June, and we're still heading towards Money in the Bank, so let's get through that first, and then get through this Saudi show first, and then worry about Stomping Ground. Honestly, it sounds like an old In Your House subtitle. WWE In Your House, Stomping Ground. You know, that whole thing sounds kind of like that. Oh, roll-up from Goldust here. Never underestimate the Golden One. The Bizarre One. Never, never, never. He's just so good. Anyway, elsewhere in our rumor section, in our news section, in our supposedly things that happened section, we have the Revival supposedly offered a 5-year deal at $500,000 a year and turned it down. As a reminder, their deal is up supposedly in April of next year. So, the end of their contract. And folks will certainly make the speculation that that's why they ended up with what they ended up with on Raw last night. We'll get into that here shortly. But yes, when there are other options out there, or if you're waiting for the fact that, hey, we're going to have this brand new TV deal starting, which means higher paid contracts when you sign those contracts, then, not now, it might be worth your while to wait a little bit on that. Just might be. Just might be. So, that's kind of where that's at. Oh no! Face plant from Goldust. Woo! Chopping him, chopping him, chopping him, and T-bone suplex. What's that, Goldust? What's that, Goldust? Let's do here. Nope. Yep. Alright. Let's see if we can get you that slugalized. Slugalized! And you know, we can't stop at just one. We can't stop at just one. No, sir. No, sir. 2. And in a pinning predicament for Goldust, who is in the blue. A 2. A 3. As it should be, attackslug winning that match. And Trish Stratus just sitting backstage, looking kind of like Sable, honestly. Again, old video game. And getting that broom to come beat me up. And no! Test is my friend apparently now. Because I had the whole thing get reset. So I guess, thanks, Test? Alright. He's like, whatever. Okay. I am encouraging Trish Stratus. I'm like, look, we don't have to be enemies. We don't have to be adversaries. We can be friends. Seriously, just take my advice. I'm gonna be nice to you. I'm trying to be nice, I'm trying to be nice, Trish. I just can't get a moment's rest at all. Here is Big Sexy Kevin Nash, once again, getting a beatdown. So, yesterday, we were 1-1 with these beatdowns. So, let's see if he can not get his hair flip off here and totally not hit his 6 moves of doom, which includes the hair flip. There we go. How was I say? Come on now. Come on now. We are 1-1 with these backstage beatdowns, Nash. You are on my list. You are a 7-foot problem to overcome as I head toward the top of the card. So, try and stop me. Because you can't. You can't stop the slug. Anyway, Monday Night Raw, folks, happened last night, and I guess there are things to discuss from that. First of which being that leaked out Money in the Bank thing is totally not right, because they announced the first 4, and they were definitely not in that leaked bit of business, that locally advertised bit of business. And Nash there, 7-foot slugalizer. It's true. It's true. Wait, what? No. I gotta hit 2 of those? I already hit 1. That's right, Nash. Wait, how is that a draw? How is that a draw? I thought I hit my finish. That's a draw? We're still me and Nash, just evenly matched somehow. And here comes Eazy-E to announce a matchup for your boy the Slug. Who, Eric? Who am I going to be contending against? Please don't say Trish. I'm going to hit A here just to skip and see what it says. Alright, here we go. Nash versus Slug. I have yet to actually... Oh, here we go! It's finally happening! It's finally happening. Attack Slug coming to the ring to interfere. Best get out the way, man. Get out the way. And you might ask yourself, who is Attack Slug going to interfere with? Whose match? Well, you know what they say. You know what they say. To be the man, you gotta beat the man. Woo! That's right, Nate. Me and you is gonna be a thing. Gonna introduce you to the dirtiest slugger in the game, Nature Boy. That's right. The dirtiest slugger in the game. Oldest ride, longest line. Let's see what we got here. Nature Boy. If I can actually get a move off because it's Jamie Noble. Jamie Noble. My idiot. Oh, Slug Lock locked in. Slug Lock locked in. And Flair just totally reverses it. Alright. Side Russian leg sweep from Jamie Noble. And picking back up Flair, who just totally just hits me in the eye, because of course he does, because he's Nature Boy. And again, Attack Slug won't let go. He won't let go, folks. And then also Noble, you're in the way, man. You're in the way. Break your back. Make you humble. Anyway, so our 4 Raw competitors for Money in the Bank are Braun Strowman, Ricochet, Drew McIntyre, and Baron Corbin. Boo. Nobody likes you, Baron Corbin. So there was... Oh, pile driver on Jamie Noble. Also, I'm not controlling this, I don't think, anymore. I was, but now I'm just not hitting buttons, so things are just happening, so I guess I'll just sit here and discuss Raw, because, like, I thought I was controlling it, but now I'm... I don't know, man. So, we'll let Slug do his thing here. Anyway, so those are your 4 from Raw on the men's side for... Now I can control it. What the hell was that? It went, like, automatic, and... Man, I don't know. I don't know. But now I can't do anything, so... I'm just on the outside breaking the stairs. I don't know, man. Anyway, so... There was that. And of course, that turned into a tag team match, playa. Holla, holla. So, Braun and his teaming up with people who are very tiny continues. First there was Alexa, then there was Finn Balor, and now Ricochet. So, that's pretty funny. Also, we're into the 3rd week here of this Superstar Shakeup. It continues. We continue to shake things up with this shakeup because now the Club are on Raw. So, theoretically, you could have AJ Styles, Luke Gallows, and Carl Anderson as the Club on Raw. Again, I don't think they would, but they could if they wanted to. Also, guys that I think are just not going to hang around after the end of their contract are the Club. Anyway, we had Lashley on Miz TV. Most notably here, no Leo Rush, which he apparently has some backstage heat, supposedly, right? Helping Nate, I don't know why. I don't know why. I wanted to actually hit Nate and get Nate a count out here. Here we go. Here we go, Nature Boy. Woo! Woo! So, double count out. It's a draw. It's a draw as attackslug continues to assault. That ain't your boy. Woo! Oh, Kevin Nash. Cardboard boxes for days, son. Believe that. Now, the weirdest thing for me on Raw is the fact that you're continuing to have Shane and Miz. Like, you had your Mania match, right? You had your Raw after Mania moment. Why are you continuing with Shane and Miz? Why are you booking a steel cage match for Money in the Bank? I don't understand that thing at all. But they're going to keep on having Shane and Miz for, I guess, until SummerSlam? I don't know, man. Like, I'm not sure where or how you end that particular feud, but that's kind of what's going on with those two. It continues on Raw for some unknown reason. Your new World Champion, here's a man. William Regal is your new World Champion. Wow. And on SmackDown, I am fighting Kevin Nash. Looking for the Nature Boy. He is not here. He is somewhere else, styling and profiling. Oh, hello, Tajiri. What you doing back here? Tying your shoes? Guess what? Spear! 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 That's right. We're not done. We're not done, Tajiri. You thought this was over? This ain't over. Anyway, on the other side of your Money in the Bank matchup, we have Natalya, Dana Brooke, Naomi, and of course, Alexa Bliss. So that's kind of what's going on with that other match, which, again, not like the leaks at all, so not surprising. I think, I mean, look, I didn't expect Sasha, because obviously what's going on with Sasha, but that, you know, is what it is. And we had episode 2 of Bray Wyatt's Firefly Funhouse, and such, and that continues to be the best part of Raw, and I'm very curious, because he has obviously different, you know, kind of sweaters and whatever else, things going on. Like, I'm curious what his ring gear will look like at a certain point, like when you're actually doing the in-ring stuff, like where does that appear to be? And there we go. Beaten down Tajiri. Okay, now who is it? Is it Trish? Is it Molly? Is it Nash? Is it Tajiri? Is it, I'm just gonna run away. I'm just running away now. We just have a draw here, Trish. I'm running away. I don't want to fight you. This is not this is not, I tried to smooth things over. I tried to be nice. We'll have a draw. Just leave me alone. Anyway, you had Joe versus Ray again. Thankfully, that feud is continuing. Both those guys are excellent, and Ray got the win on Joe, on Raw. That whole thing continues. So hopefully Ray stays healthy. Actually, I'm glad that Ray is not in Money in the Bank, considering, you know, his nature of being injury-prone. You don't want him in that kind of match. Seriously. Anyway, also, your show ended with a contract signing. And that was, you know, pretty much standard basic stuff for that bit of business. And no heel turn from AJ. I think some folks were hoping for that, but at this point, it is still a face versus face match. Now, what happens, you know, during the match remains to be seen, but right now it is face versus face. And we hit 0.00, Trish. I'm trying to tone down the hostility, Trish. I'm trying to, and you're not helping me out at all here. Seriously, I'm trying to smooth things over, and it's just not having it. Can I overcome this 7-foot obstacle in Big Daddy Cool? So SmackDown is tonight. We're going to see Becky versus Bayley, even though Bayley did not get that match at Money in the Bank. And we're obviously going to have the announcement of the SmackDown people who are going to be in the Money in the Bank matches. So there is that. A bit of business. Let me interfere. Let me interfere. Let me interfere. Here we go. It's your boy. And Nash rushing in. You know, Nash, here's an idea. Don't run. It's not good for your quads. I'm just saying. Don't run. Anyway. Let's get this match underway and see if we can't take out Kevin Nash. Certainly a large obstacle in our way as we continue to make our way toward the top of the card. Hit that 99, hit that 100, and then challenge for those world titles, and then end this video series. That's the plan, because I already fought Taker. So, pile driver. A 7-foot pile driver. Alright, let's see if we can... Oh, no! Oh, no! Big Oklahoma. Big Braun Strowman. Big Dr. Death, Steve Williams, if you will. Anyway, so yeah, that's kind of what's going on in the world today, of wrestling, etc., etc. Not too much, you know, crazy or anything. So, again, Things can change daily, weekly, the back of the head. Come on now. My voice is already shot today. Voice is already shot today. No, Nash. I don't think so. I'm not getting that count out. Not getting that count out, Nash. Not happening. Not happening. Get yourself the alley-oop. Alley-oop. Pick him up. He's too big to pick up. Pick him up. And then hit that stalling 7-foot-tall brainbuster. How you like that, Nash? How you like me now? T-bone. Boom. We gonna take you out, Nash. We gonna take you out to pasture, old man. Out to pasture. Let's hit 2 of those. And then one of the, what is it, the X button? One of those, Shining Wizards, to your face. And make sure you don't get up no more. Boom. Alright, I start hitting the other button there, the X button, not just the A button. Like this. Like this. I want to do that again, but it was what it was. It was what it was. Alright, so, we know, Nash, we know you are quite adept at taking that Sluggalizer in the backstage area. Can it happen in the ring is the question. Belly to belly, my freaks and my peaks. Alright. Sluggalizer coming up. Boom. I'm going to hit 1. I'm going to hit 1. He's in danger. 1, 2, 3 count. And Nash is taken out in 242. Woo! Shockingly, there was no interference during the match. But now we're in the post-match scenario, and oh no! It's Devon! Get the tables! Devon is on my list of guys who I am feuding with for some reason. And who will it be to help me out? Oh, here's Test again. Alright. Thanks, Test. Much obliged. I think it's Test and Lance Storm at the top of that list. So, you know, one or the other. You want to help me up, Test? No? Alright, I guess. That's fine. That was SmackDown. Next time, Survivor Series. And I'll see you next time right here on this channel. And I'm out.